He closed that window every single night. Until one night, he didn't. He lived alone for decades, a quiet figure in a house that seemed to hold its breath. The world outside frightened him. The constant noise, the hurried faces, the endless change, it was all too much. So he kept it at a distance, a blurred painting scene only through the glass of his window. The street below was a river of strangers, and he was content to stay on the shore, safe and unseen. Afraid of the world, he had built his own quiet fortress. Every single night, it was the same ritual. As dusk painted the sky in shades of purple and orange, his hands would reach for the heavy fabric of the curtains. With a soft whoosh, they would slide shut, a final barrier against the encroaching darkness and the life that teemed just beyond his walls. He would then turn the lock, a satisfying click that echoed in the silent house. The world was locked out, and he was locked in. This was his routine, his comfort, his self-imposed solitude. But one evening, something different broke through the silence. It wasn't the usual sound of traffic or distant sirens. It was laughter, clear, bright, and full of life. He paused, his hand hovering near the curtain rope. The sound was irresistible, pulling him closer to the window. Peeking through a small gap, he saw them children playing on the sidewalk, their silhouettes dancing under the warm glow of a streetlight. Their joy was a melody he hadn't heard in years, a sound from a different world, a forgotten time. He did something he hadn't done in what felt like a lifetime. His hand, trembling slightly, didn't pull the curtains closed. Instead, he reached for the latch on the window. With a creak of old wood, he pushed it open. The cool evening air rushed in, carrying the sweet scent of night-blooming flowers and the unfiltered sounds of life. Below, a little girl with bright ribbons in her hair looked up. Her game stopped for a moment. She saw him, smiled a wide, innocent smile, and waved. "Hey, Grandpa!" she called out, her voice carrying on the breeze. He didn't know her. She wasn't his granddaughter. He had no family to speak of. But in that one single moment, as her simply kind greeting reached him, the walls he had built around his heart began to crumble. He wasn't just an old man in a window anymore. He was Grandpa. A connection, however small, had been made. A warm light seemed to flood the room, illuminating the floating dust motes like tiny, dancing stars. He didn't feel alone anymore. He realized that sometimes the world isn't knocking to break in, but to invite you to live again. Thank you for watching. If you were moved by this story, subscribe to Mr. D's stories for more emotional tales that touch the heart. We'll see you in the next one.